Language, no matter what specific language, can be full of weird features. When it comes to the language I'm most familiar with, English, I know it's full of inconsistent pronunciations and many other things that learners will find confusing and frustrating. Homophones and homographs are interesting parts of the language. Any language. A homophone is when two words sound the same but have different meanings, while a homograph is when words are written or spelled the same but have different meanings, and may or may not be pronounced differently. Taking English words as examples, we have things like for, and the number 4. There's P, and the letter P. There's bear the animal, bear the verb, and bear the adjective. Light and light are both adjectives, and of course it's also a noun. And then there's the verb to light, all three being spelled the same and pronounced the same. And then there's tick the sound, tick the check mark, and tick the insect. All of these are spelled the same and sound the same. So it's unsurprising that there would be homophones across different languages. There's Margarita, the type of pizza, Margarita, the cocktail, and Margarita, the name of the Lithuanian teacher in Vilnius, who is my special guest for today's video. Margarita was kind enough to compile a list of Lithuanian homographs and homophones, and pronounce them. So let's get started. The first 3 words are compass directions as well as times of day.
Pietus, pietus,
So this can mean either lunch or south.
vakarai, vakarai,
This can mean both evenings and west.
rytai, rytai,
This can either mean mornings or east. I find these quite interesting and actually kind of helpful. When the sun is in the east, it's morning, and when the sun is in the west, it's evening. And when the sun is in between these 2 points, it's time for lunch.
blogas, blogas,
This can either be the adjective bad, or it can be the internet term blog. So I know this is a more recent homograph pair, since blog in English came in the age of the internet. Formed in the 1990s, it comes from the term weblog, and Lithuanianizing the word blog, the letters AS were added, and that's how blogas came about. And then moving on, we have 2 words connected to ethnicity.
kinas, kinas,
This can either mean a Chinese man or cinema.
indas, indas,
And this will either be an Indian man or a container or a physical dish. And on the note of men, there's
vyras, vyras,
this will either mean man or husband,
then teise, teise,
as in being allowed to do something or the law.
sėkmė, sėkmės,
This can either mean luck or success.
kraštas, kraštas,
This could be the edge of something or a region.
If we say keliai, keliai, it's gonna be roads. But if we say keliai, keliai on the first syllable, then it's the knees. Priklausyti, priklausyti,
This might be the verb to belong or the verb to depend.
If you're gonna say a lauk, lauk with O, it's gonna be get out as imperative, as a command. But if you're gonna say lauk, lauk, it's like wait, like keep waiting, you know? Waiting and waiting and waiting. If you're gonna say aukštas, au, more not O, but au, aukštas, it's gonna be tall, and aukštas, aukštas, it's floor, but floor like the first floor, second floor, and so on.
I guess the same rules apply to Lithuanian homophones and homographs as they do in English. It's all about context and trying to figure out which meaning of the word is the most logical fit in the moment. Apparently there are even more, but that's going to be it for today. My sincere thanks to this video's guest, Margarita, for collaborating on this video. Margarita, or I guess she also goes by the nickname Ri, is the founder of MYS Lithuanian Language Studio. Ri has been teaching for years and works on boosting people's foreign language confidence and getting them to speak Lithuanian. But she also teaches Russian. I found Ri through Instagram, and I found her posts actually quite helpful, since they tend to go a step above simple translation and actually include context and explain situations for usage. You can find her account at MIS_Lithuanian. Alright, well that's it for today's video. Not wanting to skip tradition, let's say that today's Lithuanian word of the day is mokytojas, which means teacher. Mokytojas. Margarita yra mokytoja. Margarita is a teacher. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.